Let's talk about Litecoin and do some price analysis. Hello, welcome to Operation Crypto, and please make sure you do like this video and subscribe to my channel and follow all my socials. We have in the link below in the description box right beneath the video. So like I said, today we're going to be talking about Litecoin. We'll have a look at some of the key statistics and then we'll jump over to TradingView, and we will just talk about where I think the price could potentially go if you want to look at it as a long-term investment opportunity. And where the price could go. Let's have a look at some of them all-time highs and see if we can aim up towards them and break them all-time highs. Hopefully we can. So let's start off, and we will start off on trading. No, we won't. We'll start off on CoinMarketCap. So just if you are completely unaware of what Litecoin is, I'll just run over the description here. So Litecoin is a peer-to-peer cryptocurrency created by Charlie Lee, a former Google employee, in 2011. The cryptocurrency was created based on the Bitcoin protocol, but differs in terms of hashing algorithm used, hard cap, block transaction times, and a few other factors. So it is a proof of work blockchain, and it is one of the early ones. I mean, you're talking back in the early days when Bitcoin came out in 2011. This was one of the first to follow up. But that is just a basic description. Probably most of you do know what it is. Charlie Lee's a founder, and he's a big influence in the cryptocurrency space, along with CZ and people you know like that. So Litecoin, which is ticker LTC, is currently ranked number 10 out of all cryptocurrencies that we have listed on the market today. We have a coin price of $49.41, and we are slightly down on today's trading. If you've been following the markets recently, you will notice that we're rejected off around 11,700, and it's been a shit few days really. I mean, we're on 15th, it's a Thursday today, and this week's been pretty crap really for cryptocurrency, and we just need to see if that continues. But we have a maximum supply of 84 million Litecoin, and out of those in circulation we have around 65.6 million. We have a 24-hour volume of a whopping $2.4 billion and a market cap of $3.2 billion. So, I mean, you are getting a lot of trading done here. And if we just look on the market pairs where we're getting predominantly most of the trading, you would expect it towards Binance, yeah. I mean, not much in terms of volume compared to the entire market cap. But if we just scroll down, this is how easy it's to get hold of this coin. Load more. There's a lot of places you can get Litecoin. I'm not going to load all of them up, but there's at least 400 different pairs. I mean, wow. That's the most I've ever seen of any cryptocurrency other than Bitcoin. We have 684 recognised pairs just on CoinMarketCap there. So that is, if you want Litecoin and you're on any platform to buy cryptocurrency, then you will be able to Litecoin. So that is massive. But I say Binance is a top against Tether. And scrolling further down quite a bit to the next one, you're getting not much 0.12% against BTC. So all the big exchanges list it, and it is an easy coin to get hold of. One main point I'm interested in here is the all-time highs. If we just scroll down here, all-time highs was $375.29, and that was towards the end of that. Well, you could say towards the end, but in 2017, from pretty much October 17 until January 2018, Bitcoin and all altcoins, which were in the top probably 100, 200, hit their all-time highs then, and it's been pretty much a downward spiral ever since. As you can see, we hit the all-time highs on the 19th of December 2017, so what's that? We're coming up to December in a couple of months' time, and that will be 3 years on from then, so wow. I think that's the all-time highs there, yeah. That was the all-time highs, and it's been declining ever since. But what we'll do now is jump over to TradingView. We'll do a little bit of technical analysis to see where the price has been, where it could go, and what I expect to happen. We will start off on the weekly time frame. This is Litecoin versus Tether on the weekly time frame on Binance. So what I want to do is just start off by marking the all-time highs, and that will give us pretty much a solid target to aim in the future. It's not quite as what it says on CoinMarketCap. Sometimes the data is just not 100% correct on these comparison websites. I do tend to find sometimes that we do get a little bit more accuracy on CoinGecko, but they had a DDoS attack of the other day, and it's just been a bit slow, so I'm just going to stick to CoinMarketCap for today. So that's the all-time highs. Like I say, it's very close, $367, and we're currently down at $49, so we're a long way off that now. But what I want to do is just mark a couple of key areas of support and resistance, pretty much down to where we are, and then it will give us a bit of a good area to target with some price entry points. So what I want to start off by doing is just looking at some wicks so we get some valid touches and rejections. So if you look at this wick here, this one here, it rejects off that wick, comes all the way through, it pretty much sits on that body there. All the way through here, we bounced off it. It's quite a key area, this, and then we rejected off it, and we've never been up to these levels again. So that is a weekly level of resistance at the current times. Just zoom in, see if we can get any more down here. So that also looks like one there. So if you look at that wick, we rejected off that area, come all the way through, bounced off it, pretty much bounced off it, and rejected off it there again. Let's see if we can get in a couple lower, because in my opinion, I do think the prices are going to sink at some point, which is quite unfortunate, but that's the way we're living at the minute. I mean, I would like to mark that area up there. We bounced off the area twice and acted as support, if you can't see that quite there. Yeah, we bounced off the area twice. I mean, I know it was the week after, but I mean, I think it's a valid area to target. Let's just see if we get any around here. One in the middle would be quite nice. You could say there's one there, really. It doesn't quite touch it, but if we just look at that wick, it comes our way through. We've used it from that body there. Just scroll it down a little bit. So that's another area there where it acted as support there, come away through, rejected of it a couple of times, bounced off it a couple of times, and then bounced off it there. So that is a few levels of weekly resistance and support. I'm not going to put any higher up. I mean, you could say there's one around there. Tell you what, we'll mark that one up. If you just look at that wick, we bounced off it and then we rejected off it. So that is as far as I think I want to put in. I don't think I'm going to go any higher than this. If we do start to break these levels here, what I will do is readdress the video and come back into it and do some further price analysis. But let's have a look at this in the daily time frame. And one key area I'm interested in is if we just scroll back, that is the 13th of March, and that's when Bitcoin had a 57% dump, and pretty much every coin dropped. I mean, this dropped from that weekly level at $84 all the way down to 23. That is absolutely insane. So if we just look at that, to be honest, Litecoin has not done much of a rally compared to some of the others, especially really the top 5 have not done a major move compared to, for example, some of the lower alts and the DeFi projects. Some have done a really good move. If we just take this bottom wick all up to that top, we've only done 187% price raise, and some of these alts, for example, Ocean Protocol did an 11,000% price run. Band Protocol pretty much done the same. Link, all these DeFi projects have been absolutely mooning well. All these solid projects like XRP, I know Ethereum did a good run, but that was due to all the sushi shit. But yeah, things like XRP and Litecoin have not really done much of a rise, and that's quite good, really. We've been holding at a price with, look how well we've respected this weekly support level. We've not really dropped down it much since. I mean, we have wicked down, but we've not closed below it since April, so I do think that's quite good for projects. We're holding firm, and that is something to keep a note of. What I usually do sometimes is drop some levels of daily support, but in this case, I'm not going to do it. I think that we have enough levels here to potentially look at using as investment opportunities and where to potentially buy. So first of all, I want to put a bearish scenario on this and have a look at some potential opportunities we can get to buy in. So for this, I will use a Fibonacci. And what I want to do is take the beginning of the move, so the very bottom. So if you look right on my head, if we just move that across there so you can see it more. So look at these two body closures here. We had a double bottom. Sometimes if you get a double bottom, then it's usually you bounce off it, and if you get a double top, if you look here, we reject off it. So that's happened here. We had a double bottom, and I will take that as the entire move, and I'll scroll all the way up to that double top that we had, and then we rejected off the area. what I tend to do if I'm looking to buy an altcoin or any specific cryptocurrency, this works in pretty much any investment strategy, and it's done a major move, I always look to invest, if I'm interested, at the 61% retracement level, which is this level here. We shot up, we bounced off it, we used it as support, come all the way up and rejected, obviously, we rejected off that level. We've come back down and we're currently between the 38 and 61% retracement levels. I do think that, unfortunately, Bitcoin and the old cryptocurrency market may drop. I mean, we are seeing a significant drop at the minute. Bitcoin dropped around $400. And I do think that the stocks are going to follow. I do think that the dollar's had a few, I think it's risen about, where's the dollar? I'll just show you the dollar for now if I can find it. So this is the dollar. The last 3 or 4 days, we've had a good rise here. And I do think that if this continues and we start to push up and break this level at $94, I do think that altcoins and cryptocurrency is going to suffer, unfortunately. But moving back to Litecoin, I always look at, like I say, the 61% retracement levels. A good area to buy in my opinion, if we do start to drop now, is going to target some of these levels down here. So you're looking at, if we just put a box on, I think, in my opinion, that some of these levels down here, I'm not going to go too low, could be some good potential areas to buy in for the long term if we do drop. We've already been down to these levels before. We do have some weekly support down at $22 if, only a big if it does start to drop and starts to turn shitty. What I'm going to do is just put the MAs on the moving averages, and I use the 30 and the 8. And what usually happens is when you get a cross, if the 8 goes down through the 30, then you would expect it to dump and vice versa. We have had a cross, so this indicates to me that we are quite bullish in terms of price action going upwards, but we start to roll over again, so this could be short-lived. If we put the Hitman on as well, it's still bearish. So a Hitman, this is an advanced market momentum finder. This works out when there's a potential shift in market momentum. As you can see, we printed a bullish week on the 25th of July, and then we rose up to those yearly highs at $68. But we retraced, we got a nasty downward candle there, all the way from pretty much $59 all the way down to 47. So that was a big candle, and that is showing that we are now in a bearish phase. I mean, if we do get a spike up here a couple of weeks, then I do think the bullish indicator will appear, but it's looking quite ropey at the minute. I mean, across Europe, across the world, we have a global pandemic with COVID-19, and we are starting to see second lockdowns now across countries, across states. So it's a very uncertain time. Economies are starting to fail. A lot of the hospitality sector are starting to lose faith in governments, and I do think that we are going to start to drop due to that. That is nothing against cryptocurrency. That is just the way the global markets are playing out, and I do think that could have an effect on cryptocurrency. So let's just get rid of those. Let's just keep the chart a little bit cleaner, and that is where I think we could aim at for a potential buying opportunity. If we do start pushing up, and we start breaking these levels up here, if we push back up against it, I will be bullish, and I will readjust this video. The ultimate target currently is $69 to $70. If we break that, then we are on a very, very bullish period, and the bulls are in turn, and it is time just to hodl. If you can get in, if you do start moving up, then I personally would just buy try and get in pretty much around $50-$60 mark, and then just watch it. I do think then once we break the $69-$70 mark, then we've got those yearly highs of February down at up at 83 to break. So if we switch this area and turn that, flip it to support, support, then that is the next target. So $69 if we do start turning bullish, and then that will confirm that we are bullish, and then that is the next target to aim for. With regards to predictions long term, all-time highs will be hit in my opinion. I mean, if you just zoom right out, that is where we got to go from here. And at a price perspective, from $49 up to that looks big. That's a 640% price raise up to all-time highs. Easily achievable in cryptocurrency, in my opinion. We get coins doing 1000% runs in a week. So that is no shadow of doubt possible. I do think it will happen at some point in the future. Litecoin, pretty much a solid project, massive community, massive amount of volume getting traded against it. So I do think that, anyway, if in my opinion, I would invest at these levels. Try and get some orders in at 68%, retravel at $44, and that could be a good long-term investment. If it just turns sour and starts dropping down, then just dollar cost average and make your investment cheaper. So obviously bringing the price down of your overall investment. What I want to do is just look at it as a BTC perspective. Personally, I do not trade in BTC, so this will just give you a good idea where you could potentially buy in if we do start to get a drop. I mean, look at this. We've done quite a big retracement, really. I do think that what I usually do is look at the move that we had from March, and in BTC it's been quite good. So I'm not going to give an estimate here. I think now will be a good time to buy in. You're talking anywhere from 4,000 sats up to this current area. I do think will be a good area to buy in. It's done pretty shit against a BTC, to be honest. It is done crap. We've not had a major move. It didn't follow up. I mean, if you look back to March, we was high. Yeah, all the way back up there. And it has done it's been crap against a BTC pair. So we are low. Anywhere around this level would be a good area to buy in my opinion. I'm not going to concentrate on that because it's dropped a lot further than I would expect in my opinion. It's been really bad against a BTC pair. So that could be a good area to buy in if you do trade in Satoshis down at this level at anywhere from pretty much bottom right box 4,000 up to 4,300. That could be good buy long term. But that is what I think will happen in a USDT, a Tether pair. There's the entry point if you care to trade it, if you care to invest it for the long term. So that will wrap up for today's video. Please make sure you do like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you next time.